Hey, Ricky Smiley, I'm sorry, man, that you have a difficult walk through life, man. I don't know why your savior puts you through so much hell trying to be the best man's man that has ever served God with his heart and soul. And fake ass, disrespectful, mean, basically what Prince would have been gangster enough to say about Cat and get away with it without having his sexuality questioned in a way that would hurt his career. Prince, when it started, was a very beautiful man. In a way that pimps, real pimps, not niggas with perms who talk about pimp chronicles and hustling and made a lot of money being real goddamn cussy blue, as Paul Mooney would say, about life in a world that sometimes a man's man just need to tell you. Cat is what wrestling would say was necessary. Cat was necessary for the game. Cat becoming a comedian, aspiring to be a comedian, making his point. Everybody gonna respect the fact that I'm a professional comedian and I'm so goddamn good at it. I make niggas lie. When I say I can make niggas laugh this fast, motherfuckers gonna have to respect that because they can actually listen to that. But I got Cat was like acting like what I would call, man, it's so goddamn cold outside, man. I'm just sort of getting used to what my life really is. What I am is just a man going through a walk. I basically don't have nothing but my loyal 300s attention and patience and time. But who Naomi is and how she lives her life in her retirement, and who Mr. Masked Man has always been as a man that I say I am, we saw each other wrong. I said my name is difficult to understand. And as a woman who is legit older, ain't gonna deal with somebody who she won't call a little boy, but as much actual, real physical touch and loving as she's experienced, and tells you that she can get a Hitachi, something that Brittany wasn't at the level of, like some battery operated or some thing that vibrates and heats up, and something that's beyond the long black dick that some like really tried to give me that raw pussy, but so afraid of oh God, my friend gonna give me a baby that I can't support. I can't deal with somebody who don't give me a God loving too goddamn, baby. I can't do it. I'm doing what a condom. After you walked out of one of my favorite movies, I can't deal with a bitch who walked away from me that goddamn disrespectfully. Goddamn, how dare you walk to your room and bitch I got a goddamn car I had to drive. Oh goddamn, did you hate it that much, nigga? Oh God, am I that whack? Oh God, oh, I can't believe you just walked a long ass way from an interested moment. I said, baby, I didn't tell you that it's gonna take till the girl get on the stand for it to get funny. I just saw how much you loved House, and House is shit. I tried it with something I really liked, and you did what a woman does for a man she really likes. And I expected a woman who's fantasized about people that she could ever deal with. Oh man, I don't know how to say this shit. This one for Ricky Smiley. You ain't no Patrice. You ain't no nigga who talks about the kind of shit he does. But what I call Patrice is beyond genius. A lot of people are called this genius, I'm smart, I'm genius, I read 3,000 books. Like, genius sometimes it's earned, so sometimes it isn't. I think what Chappelle does is worthy of the title. But Chappelle is righteous to not have any kind of Patrice O'Neal conversation ever. Because they are not the same thing. It's just something else. They're not the same. They're not comparable. That is whatever hell a Paul Mooney doing Negro Damas just did it for the real ones. It's what a man who sat down and just asked a black man anything you want to know, any white man, and something, this random white man, all they said was ask a black dude. It's just some man not showing his naked bald head like a lot of men are proud of these days. Their skinless head. Like, the fact that cat, somebody who got a nice looking womanly perm, understood enough about hair to notice that it wasn't natural and expose him for like the thing that was coolest about him before Lil Boots said became unfuckable by niggas mean as you to clown him for that. That's who you are. That's who you are. They have no right to tell you can't do that. If you want to sun somebody into the ground, if you Cat Williams, and damn it, if I want to punish you into oblivion because I'm Cat Williams and I used to be, man, I tell you about life, and I tell you about sex, and I tell you about this, and I tell you about that, and I'm here, and my perm is as beautiful as a woman, and I do this and I do that, and I rap this way and I rap this way. I do a lot for what a pimp is. I do a lot what a pimp does, and I don't do it wrong. You ever see me do a bitch wrong? You ever see me do a bitch wrong? You ever see me do a wrong? But goddamn, I know better fucked up, goddamn it. I know. Goddamn, I know as a man, your size, I'm not a huge man, but I'm 5'10", and I'm husky. I'm big enough. That ain't nobody, unless you big as a goddamn linebacker. Gonna call me small. I'm damn 300 pounds. I don't look like it at all. I'm 300 pounds, and I goddamn people as big as Shock. Ain't built like that. So, I don't know how to describe how mean, how evil, how wrong, how something from the disgusting wickedness of the universe knew. There was one woman in particular I was trying to show out for. A woman who, one time, when church did what church will do until the end of time, make you feel bad for that gayness in your soul. The bitch, they got a septum piercing, address biphobia. I said, God damn, bitch, you never bring that up in a way that Yvette Carnell don't bring that up. What made that shit even appear in your comment section in a video? I guess, is this the bitch that's gonna reveal you go both ways? Bitch, that is a statement. You all kind of black and all kind of tough. Don't you get your sensitive ass to say I like women. Oh, fuck out, fuck. She ball dagger. So, some church shit made a reveal. Yeah, I go both ways. This ain't no just I'm tough. Yeah, I'll be with one. Fuck. It's a church made a reveal that was like bona fide bull dagger. Fuck. My Ricky Smiley, nigga. I thought she was a bitch that looked gay. There was no kind of gay. I love shit like that. That's why I love Janelle Monáe. And then she went full, no, nobody gets this amazing, beautiful, yeah. As an entertainer, as a woman who really ain't supposed to show you every inch of her body after Hugh Hefner died. Hugh Hefner can get in and bitch naked, and if he would live long enough, J-Lo would be hilariously clown for doing whole goddamn movies, but she's still silly. Who the hell even give a fuck about your 40 ass? Trying to catch a death slip. The fact that that's your whole thing, that's what make you just I dare you still have that 40, 50. You just say, yeah, it's disrespectful. She disrespectful ass bitch. Goddamn. How good can it look now? And how good can it be? I mean, it still look tight for how old it is. Goddamn. Whatever you look like, it ain't whatever the fuck you was doing when you was, man, it ain't that original body. Bitch, you wasn't even smart enough to take a picture of that problem. You ain't even got no picture of you. You so goddamn disrespectful. You can't even prove what you look like before you became what you are. You a stupid, disrespectful bitch that don't want people to, you just want to be a tease. You disrespectful, you rude, and shit. I hate J-Lo. And, basically what I'm doing, dog, Ricky, my shit don't work right. I mean, it's noticeable. The Mr. Mansman effect is the Mr. Mansman effect. It's always going to be a bitch for you to get a hold of me until I'm a real man with real property. Trust me, my name is there with Jay Anderson, Jr. JAYEANDERSON. I'm a real person. I am not the human version of Red Shirt I'm playing. I don't have supernatural powers to punch motherfuckers across the road. It's just, I'll be sitting down, thinking, and whatever I'm thinking about disturbs the fucking sky. The way goddamn bullets rain down on you from this nigga who alleges, hey, Ricky Smiley, do you really believe in God? Question. Ricky Smiley, truly, man, you believe in God, right? God got a plan. Okay, God got a plan. Maybe Lucifer fucked it up. In my opinion, the Grim Reaper fucked it up. Some don't want everybody to die and be stuck in this hellish ass nothingness or whatever brand. Yeah, I want you to not know whatever death is. And it looks fucked up. It looks fucked up. Shit, man, it's cold as hell outside. I want to be somewhat comfortable. But basically, my level, okay, I know where I need to be somewhere. This day one. It's basically a Saturday. And I'm just uncomfortable in the winter. Oh, shit, man. This is a bitch. My life is a bitch. But I'm cool. Ricky Smiley, as a man who made sure he had his own, young. You were feared, you were envied, you were hated, and you were despised for your goodness. Despised. The fact that you so goddamn silly. Somebody who is well known as a lesbian. Pretty braids. Basically got those commitment to, I'm Umar Johnson, this is how I look. And I'm Umar Johnson, I ain't never gonna look this way. Because nigga, I don't give a fuck about you, Cat Williams, that you know I put on hairpiece. If you get so goddamn irritated about revealing some shit that really don't matter to a man like me, try to pull the shit off, nigga, and see what happens. Like, that's what would happen. Like Steve was so goddamn irritated by that shit that eventually he let you see what it looked like ball. The man didn't start off all ball, but now he's the Rock. Then they accused him of that, and he made sure he didn't have a lick of hair on their head that he made sure you couldn't see nothing wrong. I mean, maybe he could have seen it bald, and maybe he could have seen it wrong. It's like, goddamn, a motherfucker nigga that got a perm like a woman is so goddamn irritated, and I'm talented. And one of the best things about me is that I got a perfect kind of hairline. They ain't got nothing wrong with it. I'm just a cool ass dude. They got a haircut that always stays fresh and crispy. Here's what I'm doing, y'all. I am a menace. I'm Mr. Moo-hoo ha-ha and have a way. But when I said, I'm willing to die for Cardi, that's a double dog dare. Who the hell is so goddamn evil and stupid to try to just stop the damn rise of a legitimate gangsta ass bitch who ain't dumb enough to let fun die fast cause evil hates your pleasure? If that bitch, black like me, picked up what I'm laying down, Chappelle style, nigga, you Mr. Mask Man, everybody is spellbound who know you, get addressed by you, and you ain't never really been seen with some covering on your face. I mean, you ain't done, but you really make a point to say, I don't know how to do cool shit. It doesn't look how I look. So goddamn, you make it up, and you address niggas with names and obvious money that ain't showing their face. Nigga, this nigga revealed what that goddamn name that nobody ever mentioned meant. And the name reveal was so goddamn what? Jim Carrey was a whole bit in a Dreamer special, and it was man, I don't know how or why Stanley Ipkiss, just a nigga that's a natural player, being fucked with a stone piece of nothing from the gods, just wait till later night, and I'll turn you to a great cartoon. Yeah, you're the same, but you'll never be the same. Unlock the door. But the coldest, goddamn, we gonna fuck what anybody saying out of your heart. There's such a thing as a perfection. You gotta own you. You gotta know who you are. There is such a thing as perfect. If you ain't perfect, fuck it. If anyone makes ain't perfect, ain't worth being it. If you ain't perfect, it ain't worth having. Goddamn! How goddamn far you gonna be? How fucking you gonna be? How good you gonna be? If you ain't good, fuck it! Ain't worth having. Be the male DL. Be the female DL. Be the woman T-Cal. You don't fuck what you look like. If you look like that as good as those old ass men, this old ass bitch is bragging about our old ass. Goddamn this, you will be on cold and your old thing well, goddamn. If you don't believe in perfection, then don't even mention that shit at all. Nobody. I ain't struggling. I just don't want to be doing this childish bullshit. My daddy was a DJ, but I never took any interest in how a DJ works because my daddy just sort of washed out of a profession he could have made great based on how good he was at yelling you under the table. He was a natural DJ. It's just radio is the most hated thing ever. It's like the news. How the fuck you gonna destroy the radio? But goddamn, just basically listen to interest. Like, man, motherfuckers, people got a disrespect for how goddamn interesting the radio could be if you use your imagination and listen and they just play the music. Like, people hate how much fun you have with the radio. People always hate the radio, and if they could get rid of radio, man, just no sound, man. Goddamn, man, they hate radio. Radio is hated, so they orchestrated to get whacker and whacker. And legacy people like Tom Joyner was willing to do that shit till he fucking died at work. Like, he loved it that much. There's a reason he called himself the fly jock. Even though many people were confused. Goddamn, all you do is sit and talk. Why the fuck would you brag about hopping on planes and talk, and then hop on a plane to talk? And why the hell would you do it that way? Because he did it that way, and because he did it that way, it made radio amazing for longer than it ever should have been. In my opinion, Tom Joyner was the Russell Simmons of radio. Nobody was a cooler radio guy than that light-skinned black man. Nobody was cool in radio, but the man got into his 70s or whatever, and they were trying to nickel and dime him to a point where David Letterman wasn't gonna let, man, I kind of make this shit what it is. I mean, I don't give a fuck how goddamn retarded Jay Leno is about the Tonight Show is mine, and I got a kind of disrespectful level of, okay, I give it up, and now I want it back. And I mean, he kind of retarded that, but I'm not a retard, man. I ain't gonna make this shit whack, and I get paid less by my own show for my own money. They're like, they just kind of found a way to kind of make what he does worthless, because sometimes when that white man wants your money, it's time to give your money. But I'm very clear. I'm very Bruce's million about my money. I was like playing with the government because I was irritated about how difficult this made-up magic, mystical bullshit actually is. Some card that if I have a problem, I gotta go to a bank in a whole other state. This ain't shit but a digital nothing. But if I remember where I sent it, I remember the address I sent it, I'd be fine. I was trying to get a bona fide unfuckwithable because I missed the click clack. I missed the, I'm gonna make it with you unfuckwithable. But, forces of wickedness, that man can't give that here. That man can't give that here. It ain't that anybody in particular give a fuck about my mail. It's just valuable shit ain't supposed to be in the hands of people who need it in certain places. Sending checks to a church that wanted you to struggle in a bed that even goddamn Lalana Ann would be uncomfortable just running up if she was fast. Like, that bitch is obviously capable of climbing trees, but she ain't that kind of redneck country. Like, that was a weird, drop of how fly I am. Like, the fact that Michael proved that he was capable, like, it's all, like, being able to climb a goddamn tree is fly. Like, if you know how to scale a tree, that's impressive. Like, no normal person can. You gotta be a special kind of human being to figure out how to grab that wood and get to the top of it just off the strength of I can groove my body through this. It's like an athlete, a special person. Like, if you just naturally, oh my God, I love this, and just wiggle your toes, and man, you're amazing, woman. And I'm on lawns, and I'm naturally disrespectful. The only reason I didn't call my mother a bitch, the second main, is because I was like not trying to be mean. Number one, I was just cussing to be cussing, and then my daddy said belt, and then on to the next memory. It wasn't immediately after, but then shortly after, she made a whole point. Your name ain't Edward. I don't call you Edward. You my main. She loved the child, the son that he always wanted. Okay, the son, the father gets the son that he wanted. He wanted a family, big family, tried. She knows that she was loved less by her younger brother. Sometimes you're just more wanted. Yeah, you're the first. But goddamn, why ain't you so proud to be the first that you're less loved? Goddamn. Sometimes motherfucking families have favorites. This whole equal love bullshit. Sometimes you don't deserve the same kind of love because you ain't the same kind of person, and you can do shit that is worthy of getting you kicked out of the family if you keep fucking up. If Eddie and Shirley knew what kind of wickedness you plant in DeMarcus Bailiff's mind to have him clicking on Facebook saying homosexual stuff loud enough that I could see what my kind of cool, you know, but sweet guy, well, sweet, like, you know, might take it, interested, you know, trying to be a man best he can. This is the closer. There's a lot of things going on. But basically at the end, everything everywhere is trying to rape you, period. Basically, you can handle anything, just don't let a fucking actual made up, make-believe, badge and gun person walk up on you and actually handcuff you and take you wherever the fuck they would be allowed to do so. If somebody with a badge and a gun try to boss you around, do your best to kind of yell a little bit, scream a little bit, object, and then walk away as fast as they couldn't, you know, shoot you for kind of being mad about it. I mean, cops are like, what a cop is like, before Ice Cube kind of like just naturally a manless man. I mean, because of how manly Ice Cube is, bitches get wet off of his man energy. Like, he got that level of manhood, same way Willie D got. I mean, he ain't nothing, no, a man like Willie D ain't gonna brag about his sexiness much, unless he maybe trying to get a woman away. He ain't gonna do that because that ain't who he is. He too manly for that. But his manhood energy pulls and does something to bitches that a menace. A nigga who loved that troll bullshit from John Mulaney to the top. You need to know something about old school church. When I heard some shit from comedy. Okay, this is comedy. It's comedy. If DL is allowed to ruin you, nigga, you ruined my goddamn life forever in a way that Doug Williams will have to live with for the rest of his life, but he manned up and deal with it. He could have had every bit of career as he had. He was just as good. I like him just as much. He just ain't a student of roast. Like, when I like something, I look it up. Like, I haven't watched. I'm aware of how far back roast go. Like, roast didn't start with niggas. Like, roast was like 50, 60. Like, we had okay, let's make fun of each other and kind of be real mean about it. And people gotta be like, damn, y'all friends? Like, and like, you gotta know where you at. Like, it was a whole vibe. And then niggas, you know, better than nigga thing. And then he was like, Doug, are you jealous of me? Nigga, what are you doing here? Who? Like, he was confused because if niggas do white shit, like if you nigga enough to steal something obviously white, and this is black, this is how we blacking it up, a motherfucker is going, if a white man was doing like he did it, how a white man would have got up and like did it, and like, oh, like if Jim Cornette, okay, this is something for the day ones, this is something for, hey, I do truly love you in a way that I want to experience you in a way that a woman who is retired from having sex with as many men as want to feel at her. But like, if I say I'm in my retirement and I am whatever it means to be the people's champ, living another life in another walk, The Rock would never be what The Rock was. But The Rock knows when The Rock must be called to be the people's champ. I know you don't care about my shit in a way that you're willing to study it, but the relevance of The Rock, what he means to black shit as a wrestler, is what you mean to pornography. Somebody who ain't ashamed of it, who ain't gonna run and hide, who ain't gonna act like it wasn't great, but you gotta be whatever I feel like. I don't know your religion, so let me Baptist it. If you don't want to ever give anybody other than the man you have, who would never actually show your face in a way that they would be intimidated, 50 Cent style, if you try to harm somebody who is trying to give to the profession who made a way for her to be fine no matter what the world ever tried to do. I believe that you're safe. I believe that you are from the south side of Chicago. I'm not trying to dispute the neighborhood. Here's what I mean when I say Jasmine Cashmere, a woman who would have sex like that, and you who would have an argument with me like that, is why you shouldn't be south side of Chicago and in a world of Corey Holcomb 5150 show. Okay, people from the south side of Chicago are really, really mean. Like mean. Natural. Like historically. I do not remember because I know so much shit, I don't remember what I studied. But like, every kind of gangster is familiar with Al Capone. You old enough to know who Al Capone is. Do you know who Al Capone is? Okay, you 50. One, legit. You young, I don't even know if the math works. Okay, a mobster is staring at you. All he doing is looking. It's a mobster. Looking. And he looking for a long time. Makes you uncomfortable. You are letting somebody look at you. You're on the south side of Chicago. You mean, you tough. You intimidating. People wondering who you are, where you are, what they doing. It just naturally bothers you. Eyes rolling around when you walk around, just naturally, let's do that. So you, irritated by somebody who getting too much of a look, has had whole ass fights with human beings, so they looked at you too long. I because I'm Letterman, I was ridiculous. I was gonna try to be mean about it because I'm intense. Top 10, you look reckless eyeball and you look at me too long. You don't give a fuck what they is. They ain't gonna put their hands on you because you're a different kind of human being. But what I mean is, south side Chicago is your life may be in danger if you are disrespectful or rude or whatever. Like Corey say, the 5150 is what it is, and it is what it is. Everybody leave but him, and even Darlene gone, he is pimpishly comfortable of doing that shit by himself. He say it's 5150 that way. If you ain't gonna do it his way, it's 5150 his way. But I was like, I just don't understand why he's so goddamn committed to be mean. I mean, goddamn, once upon a time, it was a little hard for you to get that goddamn phone working. But there was like truck drivers who was like the best part of your show. The fact that they was like weird and like obviously like whirled around and like made it a point to listen to you, like, yeah, you a 5150. And then for no particular reason, you was saying no more calls, listen to me rap. Like, you are Kelly talking. And like, I can't do this no more. Everybody want to hear me sing, like, I can't do the callers, everybody want to, here's what I'm up to, time for a song, I do music, here we go. Like, R. Kelly ain't singing and performing, like, R. Kelly got out of that trap that Joy Jesus did. How much joy you gotta give before you lock up? How many times motherfuckers got have come with their imagination? How much pleasure? Man, they could have let that nigga go on and on to a Bill Cosby level, and he actually can sing and dance, and maybe he want to be what Michael Jackson should have been. I mean, he didn't want to be Michael, but maybe at some point a man who would wiggle his foot like goddamn Ray Charles, playing enough of the piano that, yeah, I can do shit like this. Yeah, I'm so goddamn good that Tyrese could be singing Sweet Lady right goddamn next to R motherfucking Kelly, and he could do his own shit better. Yeah, R Kelly still different. But, respectfully, some people, the white man gotta come for that joy at some point. If you want perfection, Naomi, pursue it and work on it. There are whole YouTube channels about women's fitness. okay, I'm trying to like lift this. I'll lift this much shot. Like this, you was like perfect. You had perfect titties. Like you didn't have a big ass. You had a beautiful ass that you could cuff. Like whatever might have been under that suit that Claire was wearing. Like Claire didn't have no flat pancake butt, but she wasn't popping out like she was goddamn, I don't know, Meg the Stallion. She was a beautiful woman that he chose, this very attractive woman, and whatever he want to grab and took. There's a reason his beautiful wife Camille is a bitch that got a goddamn Jada Pinkett haircut. That bitch just about as old as him, just goddamn 90, and she's goddamn, she by goddamn how did Jasmine Guy beautiful become Jasmine Guy and his light-skinned woman. Goddamn, that bitch goddamn 90. How the hell is she goddamn? You chose a light-skinned bitch so it's yours. That age like that, goddamn. How the hell? I am the ultimate selector. But you had the opportunity to test about everything you wanted to have. You've had the ability to be any kind of creep, any kind of thing you want, and you was gone, and nobody could ever. Man, you could have locked Hugh Hefner into hell if you had any kind of problem with him, but you did everything you could for that man to reign forever. But like, Cosby can't stand up for Playboy. Cosby understood health, probably had got a health, but when health was gone. Health was gone, he had no fucking sons. As much pussy as he like, why you ain't just produce boys and ass like Donald Trump. If Donald Trump, I don't know why you ain't tell this nigga, man, why the fuck you ain't having kids? I mean, oh, goddamn. Donald Trump, goddamn, as smart as your ass is, Don Jr., a beautiful bitch, a bitch that looks just like you. She looks so much just like you. I wish I could fuck this bitch raw style and get away with it, but even I can't fuck this. I'm thinking about how beautiful this bitch is. I don't know why I chose to have a daughter. My daughter's beautiful, and I like it. I'm like, ooh, that. Sometimes I'm impressed by how good of a looking daughter I have. Everything should have been, it should never be. Okay, some people know how to choose well and do things and get away with shit that happens between families who know how to do shit right, and it's behind closed doors. Man, what the fuck is semen gonna do in a wet pussy between? It's like motherfuckers got a weird fascination with what a cousin does with it. Like, okay, in the world of porn, y'all related? Why y'all fucking? I don't get why Joy is so hated. What difference does it make who I fuck, nigga? As long as I ain't raping nobody who don't want to get fucked, goddamn. As long as I don't have no retard, baby, or rape somebody, why the fuck you give a fuck if I fuck my cousin, or fuck my granddaughter, or fuck my own? That what the fuck business it is who I fuck behind somebody grown. How dare you? Your hereditary bloodline bothers me in the way you live your life and how you experience other human beings physically and sexually, emotionally, bothers my opinion of human experience. I don't like people doing this way and that way. I try to make sure that that's impossible to do. And if I find out you are pleasing a child too much too soon, I'm gonna make that a whole thing. Ain't nobody ever had that much goddamn good sex that young. That was evil. She deserved to come that hard for that grown ass man. How they get that little girl that goddamn cum fit, lick her, suck her, fuck her real goddamn young. She may have been underage, but she was so goddamn satisfied and pleased, and she was woo. She'll never forget it. And the fact that shit leaked and somebody that's supposed to make that man who said yes to an ass, you'll feel this dick? Okay, let's get it on somewhere that nobody else find it. He was stupid enough for it to get found, and it withered away who he was. Man, you don't let private, secret, hey, come look at this shit, get out to them. How the hell you leak so? I think he did it to himself, man. He's just so free. He kind of dumb for a man who is smart as he is. Man, just grown man trying to beg on the meanness of a nigga, of a bitch who trying to screw you as hard, like as bad as DL wanted you for, like, why you please the little girls before they ready to come that hard. Which maybe it's a problem. Maybe a bitch ain't supposed to feel what a real dick feel like at a certain age. Like, she's supposed to use her imagination. How dare you give her real penis that she been wanting the day she saw what was in between her daddy's leg. Daddy, can I sit on that? Can I feel that? I see what made me. Can I see what that take? Can I taste like? Can I feel like this evil that little girl wants to be sexually with what made her? How dare you experience the love and joy that was between your mother and daughter? Every kind of feeling and touch you want to have. It's wrong unless it's gay. Unless you want to suck a dick, there's something wrong with you. Any dick you want to suck, it's fine. But if I don't like the particular person, just based on who it is, it don't matter man or woman. But if I find this any kind of like if you any kind of family, I won't make it weird. I can suck any cock I want. I can suck my brother's cock and nobody like that. Here's the thing. If we were two brothers, right? We both gay, and I sucked my own brother's cock in a way that, you know, can being fucked in the ass, get you pregnant, has always been like, I don't know. We fucked so much, so many times, it's spooky to know. Like, now, maybe, probably, even porn ain't really said no shit that it just, people don't have sexy red level pregnancies in porn. That kind of shit don't happen. So, motherfuckers like, okay, we love each other. We trying to do something we both want to do in a way that, okay, I want to do this, you want to do this. Some grown ass man that pretended to fake his death came back from the goddamn grave in a way that he could pull it. And because of how he did it, doing the way he said it, it's going to be fucked up and he'll never make it right for you. So we didn't do Galaxy Brain. Nigga, you expect me to remember some bullshit? Naomi Banks is smart enough to legit have a photographic memory. I know you may never, I'm a schooled man, so maybe that ain't how you know it. But basically, if I read the whole book, I can mentally go back to a page, think, okay, I was on this page, I was on this chapter, what chapter was I reading? Okay, yeah. Okay, back when I was reading this book, it's about this chapter, it ain't 48 Laws of Power. I was reading Moby Dick. I was reading chapter 5, about 4 paragraphs down. It was talking about the whale. It talking about what the whale meant to Moby. I'm incapable of some shit like that. I'm just to sum it up. I ain't got time, nor do I have interest to remember some shit I read. I read it for a reason. And basically, I forgot everything. The only book I kind of have a really good recollection of real well is my freak ass getting turned on by goddamn a story, Corinne Steffens' Conventions of a Video Vixen. I'm an educated man. Back before my daddy worked me under the table, and listen to me, here's what my daddy would do to me regularly, in addition to have me doing physical shit young, in the fact that he was too old to pull it in a goddamn struggle-ass apartment, that he was dumbing himself down into a depth so goddamn pathetic that whatever the fuck was happening in his stupid-ass brain, he knew that this struggle-ass, sad-ass shit was coming to the final goddamn end. He was dying, but like he was like, oh fuck, he ain't here to even see this shit. I've been saying this, Jesus, and now, oh God, no. He was doing something in a way I would accuse Brad the Reaper, maybe a nurse, was seeing him struggling and recognize his infamous daddy was going to get fucked up. And let me hurry up and suffocate him in a way that'd be sad and kind of break him in a way that he wouldn't be able to recover from if he couldn't trick his dumbass sister into a struggle deal that he can deal with. So, infinite I'll let you live here, but I'm gonna struggle you into the ground because I don't know how to continue my legacy. I am the love man. I was an amazing DJ, and if I wanted to do it a way that I wanted to do it, I could. But I kind of got struggled out because that's radio. But Cat Daddy had Cat Daddy's old school cafe. Cat Daddy had Cat School car lot. Cat Daddy just fatback man, look like TD Jakes, could pull any bitch he wanted if he was obsessed with pussy. How much pussy he got, he could pull Melissa Ford if that bitch was dumb enough to not want him and be near him. He's Cat Daddy. That's what Cat Daddy can do. I don't give a fuck. If Patrice wants oh, you better not get in his zone. He's a philosophizer. Way past a pimp. You don't understand. Pull. It's pull. I find a way. Patrice wasn't like gonna make what you accuse your damn Monet of, like obsessing men and women about what you are, and then men never know, but I'm gonna become more and more beautiful. Just women I don't know what you're there, what they doing, but it's just weird and gay, and I don't love it no more. You may it seem like everybody can have fun, but now you may have hair under your arms, and now you giving up to the quiz like you ain't a beautiful woman that men and women should both have, no matter how much you think women deserve you more, and your love and your touch and your beautiful sexy ass. How dare I be on the arm of a man as a woman with a kid and a family? I ain't supposed to be as perfect as a bitch can be. Okay, Naomi Banks, you not perfect. It's your damn Monet perfect, goddamn. What you gonna make this an impossible struggle for your whole life? I'm supposed to be intimidated about, yeah, I'll never be that. Well, fuck it, yeah. Rick Flag, I don't give a fuck. You tell me that ain't great? Woo, I don't get a shoot. Who gonna fuck? I wanted to be fucked out because who gonna fuck with a woman? You think I wanted to fuck? I do that shit because nobody can fuck with it. Fuck perfect. It's perfect. It's Rick Flag. If you can't make it perfect, make it all yours. Snoop Dogg ain't perfect, but some people would never, ever prefer Eminem to for shizzle my dizzle. Some people need to hear that annoying voice. As creative as Eminem is, if he was a biter, he could have tried that, but he would have, damn, nigga, I'm Slim Shady, I ain't Snoop Dogg. He made it a whole thing basically saying a nigga nothing, and motherfucker was saying it in every way he was got. Motherfucking bitch was like, oh yeah, goddamn. Motherfucking bitch was like, Martha Stewart was having whole goddamn cooking segments in a world where Snoop Dogg is not no motherfucking professional chef that should be standing next to Snoop, and she's saying, so how would this go? How would are you thinking Eminem? Okay, Martha Stewart, legit, I can remember this shit. Snoop Dogg. Martha Stewart legit, like long ass, ridiculous, longer than anybody did. Any white woman should have ever did no shit like that. So Snoop Dogg, this is an egg. How would you say? Oh, it's an egg right there. I can't deal with you stupid ass motherfuckers who think you know shit. I can't deal with how dumb you are. Fuck you! Oh God! Oh shit! Oh goddamn! How dare you, King? How dare you leave Snoop Dogg out of the paradise of hip hop? And goddamn, at best, I give a good goddamn freestyle to up and comers, and then I say, I can't keep thinking that cool shit for that new shit. Let me make motherfucking lifelong fans think I can't even re-perform my shit because I don't believe in what I said no more. It ain't cool to me no more. I don't like it no more. And I'm 48, man. I don't even want to try. Hey, y'all want to hear Andre 3000 play that fool? Let me ask you a quick question. And it's gonna sell it. Anybody who can Google the answer to Miss Management, whoever can sum this up, okay, this video, okay, I talk about a lot. I won't do things a different way because it's hard as fuck for me to talk. And the fact that Chappelle just kind of sucked his dick in a way that Chappelle never would. So, Chris Rock would never bring up Jim Carrey and a Chris Rock. That's what the fuck would he ever do as rock as he is? I never. So, Chris Rock, somebody is... Okay, this is what I want the video to be about. And I'll wrap it up, but I'll make it long. So you gotta pick up what I'm putting down. If you really watching me, and it's the Mr. Mansman effect for some ungodly reason, goddamn Dave Chappelle was in a city with a date that I could have had money. If a possible homosexual named Mr. Jerry, who worked at the Osmond Inn, Dave McGee, obvious pedophile, but I can't prove it, worked at the Osmond Inn, made it difficult for me to get to the Social Security office. They told me they'd drive it there, and when I showed up at a certain time, when he made it, when he was sitting at his desk, oh, you should have just asked the man to take you. I already said that was okay. The fact that you asked him to ask you means you screwed. You got to walk it. If you don't know how to walk a straight line, you screwed. It was a confusing, difficult walk that I had to do what a whipper does. I don't whip by direction. I whip by landmarks. Okay, what a Burger King, what is that, what that is. That's how I whip it. The fact that I got to whip it on foot, and when I'm bad with direction, is a bitch. It's a bitch, but a nigga who walked the interstate can basically deal with that in any place. But the fact that I'm in New Orleans is a gift from God. Okay, I'm a struggle nothing. I ain't bothered, but some days are harder than others. If you can provide a permanent, comfortable, place to sleep at night, that'd be helpful. There's any place that's safe, that's all mine. There's a bed, there's maybe a refrigerator. I can take the free food from Kazam. I ain't never gonna get locked out for the night in the rain, try to use my struggle blanket. Help a nigga out if you can provide, shelter. I don't really need no money. Just need a comfortable place to be on the internet. I mean, Cat has a way of doing what he does. And if he was aware of the Mr. Mansman effect, and he had any kind of intimidation about a man that's really just talking, unraveling every nigga lie that he's ever told, he would try to take that unlimited Netflix shit away in a way that it would have been possible if Dave Chappelle, you love Cat so much, you're going to let him take your house and he's going to start making it a whole thing. Who is allowed to be on Netflix? God of the Underground and this poser ass nigger with a fake nigger name. He'll make it a whole thing if this shit becomes a problem with his, oh, you got a whole lot of kids and you ended up with many wives but nobody's ever seen it. Like Cosby shows you so much of everything that he represented. And then men to this goddamn day think Cosby, somebody, a man, a handsome man, a beautiful black man, in a way that Russell Simmons is, but not get you wet because of what I look like. It's my manly way. It's Russell Simmons pull cold. I mean, it's a bald-headed nigga who stutters, but who pull cold the holes than Russ. Motherfuckers just jealous him to another location. Nigga, Def Jam, nigga. You gotta laugh about it. It's the way I would have done it if I would have known somebody was coming for you. I wish I would try myself at a goddamn mean version of Oprah. Oprah was a lot of shit, but she wasn't gonna try to trap you in your own struggle. She tried to talk Chappelle through his meltdown and nothing good. Basically, Chappelle, here's what happened between you and Comedy Central. You don't know how to be a showrunner. When your shit gets more successful than it has any right to be, a network changes how they deal with you because they're not prepared to handle the level of revenue that you generate. It's something that In Living Color had to deal with, Mad TV had to deal with, but you're an artist who knew a lot of things about our things, but in much the same way that Naomi Banks, as a man who knows that it takes millions of views to make a lot of money, giving YouTube, for somebody who don't have 7,000 subscribers. Some videos get 17,000. Some videos are in my range. infinitely more beautiful, more interesting. The shit I say is just plain ass. Use your brain. I'm basically just Ripley's, believe it or not. Even if there is, man, come on, man. Who gives a fuck if there's a literal Reaper trap? It's just so goddamn spooky. I mean, my Aunt Gloria was a miss walking around, make you rice, fix this for you, and something like basic ass Betty and evil ass Cheryl just let her sit in dark ass room when Edward was there, and then she just sadly died in a way that Edward wouldn't even be in a room for. I was like, how the hell is this bitch? Why the hell would Gloria, who would come out to see who was there, mostly for her, any goddamn time you didn't drive. A woman who didn't drive, maybe my woman, Brittany, never would have drove. I'm a whipper, but I like a bitch to drive. I'm so bad with the here, nigga Miranda, this one's for you. Baby, I like cold hoes, and I don't like the obvious white man who is having a whole life based on your light skinness, is all I'm gonna say. So if you want to talk about cool shit that you can't actually talk about the man who claims to be your husband, you have any kind of interesting conversation about any comic book, any anime, or anything that's really cool that you can't really think about with anybody other than your wife supposed to be, I understand your mixedness, but I am your man who won't be with you in public and then thousands or maybe millions of people watch your shit on a daily basis, and you are the most basic I am two different people ever. Trey Rags would wow, Trey Rags would be so goddamn Trey Rags would laugh at how Trey Rags would have a fit about how good you are. But damn, I'm trying to be two damn different people. And at most, I'm literally I wear a red shirt, but I'm trying to be Luffy. I wear a red shirt, but I'm trying to be Luffy. So I get a fucking hat. Okay, so now I'm trying to be Zoro. Okay, I'm a different character. I had to take off the hat. Find a stick. Say red shirt, goddamn! You a disrespectful level of lazy. That's funny for somebody that's a whole goddamn career. It's a light-skinned bitch. Goddamn. I dare you be so goddamn lazy. Fuck you for being so goddamn good. And not good enough at the same time. Oh, you good as fuck for explaining that shit, but you doing a bare minute to make people believe you. Bitch, you goddamn. How dare you? Yeah, you eat that shit up based on people who love radio and actually know what you're talking about. And oh, goddamn. Lazy is two different people ever. Goddamn, you make no attempt at all to make people believe you gonna actually get in there, Trey Rags. Oh God, he started helping people who do it. Oh goddamn, he gonna laugh at Trey Rags and read a whole lot of shit and reads a whole lot of comments. And I don't give a fuck what he thinks about Jesus. Hey man, how y'all? You good man? You good man? But I'm from Sarge. And I'm agnostic, and I don't fuck with things that I'm supposed to lay down and obey, and my life is your way. You can make me come find me, nigga. I'll be in New Orleans. Bring your light skin, long hair, saddle wear. I don't show my feet. I just said I love Cardi in such a way that we can coordinate our bare feet in a way. If I gotta show my bare feet, she show a pretty pedicure. And let me do it like grits and gravy with, do some freak shit with his bitch in public that he's allowing you to see in the bedroom. That's about as much as I'm willing to do. As a nigga who is very comfortable with whatever you think Dom at your wall would look like clapping the ass. Go pimp. I don't give a fuck how badly white folks wanted to be that. That's what Cat is. He is the game warden. The fact that you had an evil level of disrespect for what at most had been a confusion about what happened. Man, Ricky Smiley had to save his livelihood. And that motherfucker works every day of his life. You do what you want when you want. You so papered up and in control, you can actually lie about some shit that a nigga can Google, and because you've been doing it so long, it don't even matter if niggas start challenging this shit every day. You've said 12 specials so long, and then because you said 12, because 12 sound good, you say it's the most ever. Like, I was like, goddamn, you did more than Carlin. Carlin did that shit that he was goddamn dead. I fucked you, destroyed Carlin. And he didn't even know where it's good. Carlin was a white man who was right. How dare you even try to do that shit and brag about it. Fuck everybody. I did the most. I'm fuck out. Okay. I have special kind of respect for the righteous atheism of Carlin. Oh, if you just goddamn dumb, die the way you are, fuck you. I'm out. In the name of whatever gotta be judged for God's original mistakes, Carlin got a right to come back and be the motherfucking judge. I have no right to be the judge. I said I was a judge, but I'm the judge until that white man who is God's judge actually is resurrected from wherever the hell he was put. Whatever it takes to bring George Carlin from whatever sweet nothing he was prepared to stay in and be peacefully flatlined forever. Don't even care to bring me back, don't want to come back. The nigga who says if he can get a hold of me, goddamn it, if Valhalla wasn't real, if Valhalla, a nigga saying Valhalla, goddamn accidentally, and it was some Norse god, comic book bullshit based on a bitch that I thought was a minstrel, that I said, goddamn, she is a goddamn cartoon. The fact that she's so goddamn loving that she just so happened to be 9 months pregnant, like Carter Red had a picture of. She was literally twerking with a goddamn pregnant Betty, and you find out, okay, the bitch had a pregnancy, and then nigga, she went, gave her something, and it was difficult and painful, and some bitches are mothers like Cardi, and some bitches are baby mamas. Sexy Red is all the way rich. She paid it up by luck. I don't know if she good at rapping or not. And based on how she looked, I kind of like fuck anything cute, unless she's sickly or weird or gross, possibly the game. So I thought, okay, kind of cute. I don't know why everybody have such a problem with this bitch saying she's sexy. Goddamn, everybody hate this bitch. Why? I flipped on Cardi and I don't change my mind. And when that bitch flipped my opinion based on, I gave everything I had to the most beautiful, sexy, Britney-like bitch that I just failed. But there's no photo about it. It's bullshit about that she said. Britney said she just wanted to read books, old-ass books, and be proficient at it. She was bragging about sexual experiences that they had to have when she was goddamn 13, 14. I can't fuck with whatever she was. What we had was an unofficial love affair. We cared about each other. We looked out for each other. But at some point, her struggle got to be too much. And my struggle was too... Here's the point. If I was ever going to try to be a comedian ever in the world of my daddy, literally made me do all kind of housework, literally act like I was his legs and arms. And in addition to, he could have me do anything in the house. In addition to yelling, cussing, fussing me at a level that would give you weak sauce, bitch mad over I said something to you that KG said, and it fucks with you to this day, and it comes on Cosby. And I fucking still lie. The nigga who made Jell-O appetizing. I love that dry, dead, sleeping pussy. That nigga get poked around there. What a bitch did not. He was a singing rapist. Goddamn, how much fun. He raped bitches. That's a goddamn mean ass lie. A man so goddamn good, he's in his 8-ass grooving in a way that Jimmy Fallon would do as long as Jimmy Fallon can let Trump do it. Who the fuck gives a fuck? Who cares on this goddamn meaningless bullshit? How the hell you motherfuckers got more ratings for Stephen Colbert, who's basically trying to intellectualize you about the world? Ain't my goddamn job. I make this shit fun and interesting. Who the hell am I, nigga? I'm trying to have a funny conversation with somebody important, doing something other than talking to somebody all goddamn day. I want you to come back. How dare I tell you how to live your life? That's how Dave did it. Leno just was what we call the boss. He wanted to be that. He wanted to have a better rating. He just had what he want. He is old Triple H ass nigga. He's just there. Sometimes it's luck. Sometimes it's that intense Jay-Z determinedness. I'm gonna be hip-hop, and I'm gonna be hip-hop. It is what it is. Okay, let me get real with y'all for the culture. I had a fantasy in my mind that I'm gonna steal Jay-Z's wife from the culture. Here's the deal, I love wrestling. Let's do a joke right now and do it for the culture. Mr. Masked Man hate Jay-Z so much. All these bullets that fell from the sky to get Rick and Smiley. 50 got some, Suge got some. I'm gonna try as hard as a man can. I'm gonna fascinate a freaking sexy bitch who cannot possibly be satisfied for whatever the fuck Jay-Z can do to her. There's no way in hell she just takes it from him, and that's the way he wanted it. She loves it. At some point, not only Banks is gonna become relevant in Beyonce's level of freaking dress and dance for you, but that's my husband, and I'm obsessed with him in a way that, yeah, Brittany Williams, you piss a lot. I will gobble that shit up like it's right for you, nigga. The way she was doing that, nigga. If we was at that level, we been with each other, and you don't want, hell yeah, I'll be secretly. No, I don't know. You piss a lot. You need it. The way Koreans that was sucking that dick. Oh yeah, she loved it like that. I just didn't break down and tell her how much I loved her. I mirrored mine in real life. Come on, man. Stop giving up on a chick that don't actually want you. She is your love affair. Deal with her like that. And then deal with what you can. I do love Naomi, but she is also loved by millions and millions based on somebody who has gone to websites. I've had DVDs and comics. There's one scene in particular that I cannot find because I'm who I am, and somebody like me wouldn't ever be able to stumble across like that. That I love squirting. I ain't never really been into, I want a bitch to drink my piss like my goddamn dick is a goddamn water. Hey nigga, you got some piss? I'm thirsty, baby. I don't want the water. I want Sprite. I want that sweet, get ready, piss it up so I can come. I need some of your piss, nigga. Where can we go? I can suck that piss out. I need some piss, baby. Baby, Elwood, I need that piss today. Baby, I'm thirsty. I need that piss. We had that kind of love, but we just didn't. I don't know. She climbed in the bed with me because she was bragging about, I wish another man was here. She was teasing me, and I was Mr. Intimidation. I was rolling the dice. She was being freaking, I was being there. You were being freaking, I was being there. She was being freaking, I was being there. It just, oh man, I just didn't get it right. Naomi is a woman who deserves what is called to sit down. If you give enough to what you chose to be your profession, if it's in your imagination, I don't do that for real. Well, do whatever you would do for the culture. If you want to talk to an obvious, lusting homosexual that wish he could come out of the closet and admit how much he desires to be with men and love on men as a director of trans scenes, but as a director that ain't who he is, he's just Dennis Rodman peculiar, and he thinks everybody should experience gayness. Some men don't ever want to be had by a man because of what that means for certain men. Certain men look dumb if they made the whole life about women and somebody do that. In secret, we got something on a man. People used to have lawyers for those kind of you gotta say that after he's dead and he can't defend himself. Like, people used to deal with that in a way like, okay, if you say that, you gotta prove that. But now it's very easy to just accuse somebody on being gay at his level of manliness. Now he's dead and gone. He ain't there to defend. About everybody has been accused of being a closeted punk. You know, I mean, Paul Mooney cannot resist your gay demons for eternity. It's like, the nigga, how long did the nigga live? How goddamn straight I want to be? He ain't never even seen me touch. Now, I ain't Joe Biden. I'm a man sitting down, and niggas are still trying to imply that my opinion of your opinion, the way I'm sunning you, is making me think, what the hell is this thing? Is it puss? Is it like that? Well, oh, fuck you for even thinking that man would suck a pussy. How dare you? The blackness of that man, the level of blackness of that man. What? They used to be. What bigger line did ever utter out of his mouth? But based on the way he would calm that patient, like a woman, and deal with you and based on you. Based on, I mean, it was what we would call sweet in the South. He's sweet. He's raised by women, but he manned up. Patrice was born by. Patrice O'Neal was born by what had to be a motherly-looking woman. Motherly. She ain't no fine cold hoe that can produce a Richard Pryor or goddamn Paul Mooney. Movie stars, but at some point they get older, they die, whatever. He was born how he's born, no matter who his mama is. And that you can't raise that to be no 6'4", 6. I gotta raise some kind of man. He can't get by on his, I might take it up the ass, mama gotta raise a man. So based on the fact that he was big as he was and his mama who he was, and he did some shit that gangster ass niggas would do to freaks, Quez hate, had to deal with some shit early that broke a motherfucker into a goddamn torture of his mind. And he thought about how much danger he was in. Like, goddamn, I was a young man everybody said it was cool, and somebody said it was fucked up. Maybe it was her cousin, whatever, somebody who saw how much pleasure she was having, how dare she please so many men at the same time in a room with everybody agree. We don't like that kind of fun was having, and pleasure. How dare you laugh so much, smile so much? I'm a cop, man, shut the fuck up. What the fuck are you doing here? Why you smell so pissed off? For the record, white folks, if you want to know what the physical manifestation of pimp juice is, it's urine. Something got to come out of that dick before that thing that can get a baby pregnant is urine. Sometimes it can be tart, sometimes it can be sweet, sometimes it can be clear. All kind of urine can come out of that dick, and a bitch who really love you like Brittany Williams, naturally love me like Myra would have graduated to appreciate the taste and tartness of his urination. Just literally the things he ate and drank that peed out of his penis. She would gobble that shit back up like it was a goddamn Sprite, and quickly, okay, let me sip this water so I didn't kiss you back in the mouth when you don't be okay, baby, this is great. I would have did that shit for that man for real to the end of his life. She loved on that man like that. The man she was giving him those kind of horrors, but he kind of liked the nerve, stuck up. It's just the way he wanted. It was his show, and he was running the show because he knew it was a star. And he didn't want her to have her. He had a dream. You fight for your fantasy to the very end. I was just like him. But I ain't gonna kill Cardi B if I say I love another woman. If Naomi Banks said, I won't even like Brickzilla, like as impressive as that young man, that thick cock man, that even I haven't seen. And Naomi Banks is goated in porn. She's so goddamn impressively fine and beautiful. I mean, I guess she is the only woman who can basically just do a once-a-week show that before I had to miss a mass. Matter of fact, the jingle said it was 7 days a week, and it was once a week, but it was faithful. It was just a line-ass jingle. Somebody made some shit for her. I mean, it was kind of cool, but shit is a lie. Could have never became a baby. for a little poppin' ass Shreveport rapper that called himself Hurricane Chris, just based on Hurricane Katrina. Whatever you do, whoever you get it from, hey baby, if you see this one, man, I don't even want to address you because I don't want to fuck this up. I'm gonna try something because I don't want to wait 7 years. I'm gonna address you through if you care enough about what's going on. Hey, here's what I think. If you made it to the end of this video that had your name in it in my channel in a time that maybe you're interested, maybe you care, maybe you don't, I'll put your name in it and see what happens. Naomi Banks, respectfully, you are a proud, beautiful, gorgeous, bragging about the south side of Chicago like you are irritated by how long somebody stares in my presence. That's what a real bona fide person south side of Chicago. If Naomi Banks had been sitting down in Chick-fil-A, just so happened in New Orleans, a homosexual woman who only has her fingernails done, ain't nothing else womanly about her except the fact that Chick-fil-A would never hire trans. It's just in New Orleans, everything is all messed up. Imagine if the soup Nazi got a hold of the Waffle House. Like if she broke him, like Elaine broke him, because I don't care what you think is unfair. I broke this bullshit, and if I want it, I can do it as a business. I mean, it was cool. It is what it is. How the fuck you fuck up a whole vibe? He had a right to do that, but what it is. Could have been the whole thing was short. A Waffle House that is very difficult to chill in, even though it's supposed to be open 24 hours a day. You ain't supposed to be in here, man. Get out of here, you vagrant, you whatever. This is a business. You don't get to sit here. Yeah, it's that fucked up in New Orleans. I literally got kicked out of a goddamn Chick-fil-A by the lesbian or dyke or whoever woman who happens to be gay who is a manager. She ain't the manager, but sometimes she is the boss for the day. Sometimes she works in the morning, sometimes she works in the evening. But if I just so happen to be there, she'll throw me out for no other reason than her queerness is bothered by my man. It's gonna happen. As much as I will be bothered to be thrown out by a chick who's kicking me out after I paid the food, it's gonna become, oh my God, I don't want to be thrown out of a goddamn Chick-fil-A by no goddamn an excessive, ridiculous, annoying amount of times, but it's gonna become a whole vibe. I don't know how this bitch is gonna get arrested and criminalized and prosecuted for the level of hate she has for my manhood. I'm just literally sitting down listening. Maybe I smell like piss, but what the fuck you want me to do? Give my one pair of pants to a goddamn organization? I argued with a cop, and after I was back from the hospital visit, he allowed me to go to, because I didn't do nothing but have a goddamn temper tantrum. Basically, I did a theme song from Saw, which is very goddamn unique. It's unique at best. It was an annoying gene. I was mad at a motherfucker that this nigga toyed with me like a little boy. Do water this way. How dare you even give a fuck what the fuck I do where water is sick is? You evil motherfucker. How dare you walk up on me in a fool? But I was just sick physically. It just so happened when he did that and they did whatever, they didn't test my blood, but I was in the hospital like, we gave you antibiotics because we did some level of whatever's wrong with you, and you had an infection. This shit is rare for me. But I've been doing so much sleeping on the ground, it's been raining on me, and I'm so like, I piss more than any grown man should, but it's that pimp juice. Yeah, that piss is like flowing. Nobody want to see what that one ball, that one nut ball, and one nut and don't want to. Don't give a fuck. Are you supposed to be born with 2 nuts? You a fuck, bitch. I don't want that kind of perfection. I don't want that. I better never have a goddamn body or a new body that Jesus wants. They got 2 nuts. I want 1 nut, and I want 1 nut to work as good as 2. That's how I want it. I'm a 1 nut nigga. Don't you dare fix me, motherfucker. It's weird that way, and I want it just that way. I called it my egg, and I was like, yo, ball. Yo, you ball. But I was like, balls. And I kind of like that. I kind of feel tempted to call it balls, even though I don't want to have one. I got to make my one work. I don't have that at all. I got to take care of one. I'm built like that. As big as I am. Baby, you man for $60. And just the prison alone, just the fact that you made a better for. Yeah, he got nothing on my face. I don't do this much for the otherwise, but oh goddamn. I don't know how to enjoy your coolness in a way that you want to be retired and talk to your fans about your philosophy about why you allowed people who, okay, this is a performer, I'm a performer, I ain't no fan fucker, ain't nobody who fuck you, I fuck who I safety, I ain't one of the people who you can luck up on. I understood what porn was and I did it a certain way, that I have had a lot of sex, that I have a lot of people. Yeah, I don't know what you are, why you still comfortable exciting people the way you made me think I could have some kind of sensitivity. Let me cry on your shoulder in a way that you would hook me up, the way that you would give me that hook back. Hey, I gave you, I mean, I don't know how you earn a living. I only bought one book and I bought as much shit from you as I can. I know I spent a combined total of $70. But can your rich ass bless me with something that I need, and I'll hook it back in when I can, respectfully, no. And then I feel like, I don't know, maybe as a teacher, as somebody who wanna like school from a man who had a family, and I just had a way of life. I fight for my life and I fight to maintain who I am and what I am. How dare you tell me there's not a perfection, or sometimes an accident becomes your whole thing. Man, you don't have a right to end What's New Pussycat. It's Troll Jesus. It's supposed to come back like old school comedy does. You don't get rid of your clothes up. You don't stop closing. You don't never stop no mic drop. You don't never stop. That's infamous. That's dangerous. You keep it forever. It ain't it'll ever go away if this video I post is my last. If I say, baby, I'm willing to love you in a way, you have a man and you believe in monogamy. You give it to so many performers, so many men who attempt to do their tripod. I ain't never gonna be with no fan, no matter what you imagine, no matter how close you came to actually be with me. It was only a conversation. That's all it ever was, and all it was ever gonna be. Get out of your childish game. I was being who I am. Okay. You excite, you tantalize, you give people the information, and you expect people to do the rest. So, Woman So Fine, your signature, which was absolutely correct. Perfect. The way you chose to do porn was absolutely somebody who was capable of, I want to do this. I can find a book on the subject I'm looking for. You're a nigga who need a library and kind of had to look around. You had to be kind of like a man of school, and I know how to find what I want, because there ain't no subject that ain't somebody wrote a book on. I don't give a fuck if it's fake. Somebody tried to do it. Okay, I don't know how to do shit like that, or ever actually get a hold of an author of a book. If you can get a hold of Jeffrey Donovan, an actual legitimate man who played a very convincing spy, who a spy could literally clock Raymond Reddington in a New York minute if that goddamn thing became any kind of a problem for the motherfucking nigga who defeated the whole Bird Notice. Raymond Reddington is the GOAT of being fucked with by everybody who was fucking with what he stood for. But yeah, something's weird, and I ain't goddamn giving up who I am. There's a Bird Notice level of hatred for what Mr. Masked Man is, and love Bird Notice. I'm Bird Notice in Louisiana, goddamn. Mr. I ain't fucking with him, I am who I am. Some weird ass nigga that I recognize from Chick-fil-A is coming my way. The spirit, so that's a weird nigga that's smoking and listening, just coming my way, and I'm really trying to close. I was just sitting at a bus stop, and some nigga who is weird as fuck who approaches me supernaturally, gaily, just is walking my way. I see this weird ass nigga who approached me at Chick-fil-A multiple times, and he's just here at a time limit that I suspect a video about you in my universe of obsession with you should not come up much. in the fire and desire zone. So ma'am, you give a lot of information. You have debilitatingly bad migraine headaches. You have legit made good ass. I got a house. I got a producer who bows down to the fact that I'm paying him to be here invisibly, like my other job. Okay, make everything you do look and sound as black as you can. You are a proud, beautiful black woman who has never ever tried to be any kind of white ever. Why is the show so clean, polished? Why is the voiceovers done by an automated AI and you one of the flyest women of all time? Somehow you got somebody to make a song that was a literal lie. You're available 7 days a week, but you show up once, you ain't do a lot for somebody that's done as much as you've done your whole career. Marie Love, a freak that was working at UPS. When I said that's one of the nastiest chicks that didn't even try ghetto gaggers. I didn't know somebody struggled out of the business. That nasty ass bitch, something should have possessed her nasty soul to just fuck with that. Just her nasty energy. I don't even know if she got that. If somebody that goddamn skinny would even be. How you really want to produce food? It would be ridiculous if she even tried to do that shit. But she ain't even give a fuck. She just done. The queen nasty. Gangsta enough to do anything. Ain't never even fucked with. Oh, you gotta be a gangsta to fuck with us. And she ate it up. Now, a lot of people who done it, Lacey Duvall, best. Light-skinned bitch, yeah, hell yeah. But ain't coming back every day. She really set it off. And Cherokee did it. You know, Jada is the legit most beautiful one that did it. And, you know, even though all she did, goddamn, I'm a gangster and I did it, but man, that kind of shit haunts me, man. How it has a cultural relevancy. It'll never let it shit die, but it always gotta switch it up for the real gangsters who could pay that. It used to be way more expensive, but the real gangsters respect. Hey man, if you could pay that $69, you got it all years, but you like this shit. You think I ain't gonna produce? I gotta, yeah, man. I love that bullshit. It's stupid that you will be fucking a bitch and she's enjoying this nasty shit, but you won't do shit. But she doing some bitch really hate it, but they know they need that kind of fucking. They know they need to be fucked and they vomit all that. Oh, it's girls with these, it's helping me, but I hate all how necessary this shit is. I know I gotta make it through. I can't quit like no weak bitch that's sick. That's weak. Just sadly apologize for trying to do what you do and then having a goddamn, what did you think was happening, that argument. So many quitters, so many couldn't understand this is fantasy, but it ain't for punks. Man, ghetto gangs gotta survive. Loyal fan like me will try some gangster shit. Y'all need to start dropping that hard in y'all today and get away. Stop there. Y'all need to start calling bitches niggers and then anything to stop you. Goddamn, you just goddamn gangster at this point. Done every goddamn thing else. Hey, you nigger bitch. I don't know. Okay, if you can't call a bitch a nigger, get Spring Thomas old, the most niggeringest bitch ever. Everybody Springtime is a white bitch, a nigger, some bitches up. She can call a lot of black men niggers and get away with it. The only time she wouldn't call a black man a nigger is like if a black woman had to be there. She was really comfortable calling niggas. Man, this gangsta ass white bitch that I really love, it even made us a Tariq Nasheed level of awareness of freak heaven. You know, man, don't tell me I can't be a fascinated by a bitch that will fuck. Some kind of way, like Jennings, you should have been aware of a cold white bitch that call you a nigga with a like Spring Thomas. All right. I don't know, man. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I do. I don't know what my effect is. I know what the kind of goddamn stupid ass coincidence, Jim Carrey's name was brought up in the reveal of what the long disputed fuck. Not goddamn. He's tingles. He tried to get the attention of a lot for somebody who we ain't never mentioned. Whatever he does, it ain't ever fucked with everybody. Nobody ever say his name about never. That ain't nobody ever mentioned me ever. People might try to have something. Ain't nobody fuck with me. Never. Danny Freeman is the only motherfucker who I ever gave a number. He called and talked and was going to talk and tired. Goddamn. Whatever I am, he was gangster enough to talk to me with a real believable name, from a real believable place, to real believable shit. And whatever happened, if I wanted to do this shit or whatever. I was just like, thank you. You talked me off the ledge. Man, I ain't that goddamn addicted to money that I would literally talk in fucking chips. I just want to have a goddamn life, man. I can't chase money like it mean that much. Okay, man, I'm gonna rise and grind. And that was basically it. He just gave me an encouraging pep talk from a man. He was about it. He loved his fans, and he ain't do no show for it. He Facebook guy, blog guy, website. That's how he did it. And he said he was there until he packed up and left. You still find shit on the internet. But you gave a lot of your real freaks when it was possible to experience you in every way that you were still active, in a way that Brickzilla would excite you or fascinate you, but some people have a right to what I call a sit down. There's such a thing, since you don't believe perfection is possible, as beautiful, as sexy, and peculiar. In every way, I wouldn't change the way that you got a dimple, or maybe that's a tooth missing, you got a tooth missing, and I don't like women with missing teeth, but with you, I kind of can tolerate it. And, you know, kind of chubby, but how would a natural born athlete feel like, oh, this head hurts so bad, I don't really want to lift weights and drink water and jump rope and climb trees. I got basically all the time in the world to do what I want to do. What am I doing? I used to be obsessed with sex like a monster. I can fuck anybody, but I would fuck like if light-skinned Gina tried to tantalize Martin in a way that Martin was the porn manager. Shoes would rarely come all the way off in Martin's universe. It would make me not a porn watcher if shoes would become too important to porn. I nigga who want to feel you grooving on every inch of man, that in a way that a bitch can climb a tree. Why aren't your toes, scratching? I don't know. It's just my freaky way. It's my freaky way. So I don't like to make the same goddamn mistake twice. That's why respectfully, I don't know how to talk to you. I don't know how to approach you. I don't know how I fucked it up so goddamn bad. I'm not even worthy of sending you another email. Goddamn. It was literally, I tried to do you to what I did you. I had a long, you watched my video. Here's what happened. I said don't watch for a year. That's selfish. You are a little genius who is capable of years after you read a book. I can remember chapter and verse of the book I read like it's the literal Bible because I'm that much of a natural genius. You may have to go to school, learn about rulers and erasers and pencils and keeping copies. You have to make yourself somebody who can be prepared for whatever the fuck was fucking with him from all over the world. And since you were a little boy, everybody who wanted what you was set it off. I'm awake. I don't even want to go to sleep. I am the worker. I'm alive. Ain't nobody gonna take it from me ever. So when a weird ass Middle East said unknown, you don't get to know no picture. You don't get to see he's weird. You'll be able to not make no idols of a name. If it's anything, it's a white savior that you should worship. Thank God for your life for a mistake that was only you wanted to know too soon. Came quick. Let's spit that out. Okay, let's reset. Your desire for knowledge and life and eternal life. You want too much knowledge, and because you wanted paradise, it's gonna become wickedly evil because of your desire to know. Man, pleasure. It's hated. I don't know how you hate Laura Harvey but yeah, Laura Harvey ain't never done no freak shit. She's just a fine bitch that has been the girlfriend of multiple men. She is basically the black Taylor Swift. How the hell can Taylor Swift have so many goddamn boyfriends that she literally makes album after album after album after album? It's a whole vibe. Who the fuck is this white bitch gonna fuck next? But a fly ass black bitch, stop. I hate how fly somebody associated with Steve Harvey is getting long black dick. A long black dick. And you don't get the fuck her serving out. You don't get the slut. She getting that. No, hell, the hatred for Lori Harvey should be some kind of subject in your... A woman who has a husband who's trying to impress her. You my wife, right? Okay, it's your birthday. Okay, what you want, baby? Give me this. Okay. Just know, Jada, as a man, and how I feel about gifts and stuff, I never try to give you a whack gift. As your man, I would never buy you a birthday card. Oh, it's your birthday. And then after you was like, oh, he bought cardboard, and then he ain't writing nothing on it. Something that Cheryl would do if she gave another fuck about me to enrich me in any way in her life. She had infinite money to ask for shit, but no money to bless me with a gift on my birthday. And I love my birthday. The only birthday I gave a fuck about is mine and hers, and I literally don't even know my own goddamn daddy's birthday. It's like, okay, goddamn, it's ridiculous. This bitch hate me too much. I know it's in February in 1948. I don't know the exact date because I refuse to know it. Okay, goddamn, I know the month and the year. You figure out the goddamn date. I refuse to know the goddamn number. Maybe 25, that's my best guess. Maybe 25, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't need that's his birthday, fuck that. Good enough. February 25, 1948, that's the original law, man. You don't give a fuck about me. Find him, Bill, fucking do something to that nigga. Maybe he old enough and dumb enough and worthy enough of some goddamn help. Then you can resurrect a fool from the dead. If you go and follow my man, I know. Father, now, man! I'm the sun down! I know! When you help! Respectfully, I'm alright.